It's Nolan.
Hey, lot of broken promises I've been waiting on. Lot of y'all been hating, but that's the way it go. People I used to run with trying to play me. No matter what they do, can't let them change me, no. Can't even start my day, somebody feel away. Last night I signed some paperwork, today my life a chain. Can't even celebrate, this shit must come with older age. I'm about to reach for bigger heights, somehow I feel afraid. Shut down my phone for some peace of mind, I just need some time for me and mine. Seem like all I do is hit the street and grind. Dollar after dollar facing scrutiny, just got this LSC. This music shit ain't what it used to be, I thought it was a dream. Had a vision for my team, wrote a movie picture perfect, now they got me cutting scenes. Plus my girl, she want a ring, I can't lie, man, she deserve it. From the lions to the lamb, she held me down while facing serpents. It get deeper than the surface, down the stress going deep. Gotta switch up all my sheet, cause I've been sweating in my sleep. Know my karma gon' be sweet, read the comments, clear my conscience to the beast. They say I'm sowing what I reap, so now them comments come in peace. Hey, lot of broken promises I've been waiting on. Lot of y'all been hating, but that's the way it go. People I used to run with trying to play me. No matter what they do, can't let them change me, no. Lot of broken promises I've been waiting on. Lot of y'all been hating, but that's the way it go. Women I used to love them try to play me. No matter what they do, can't let them change me, no.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Now, in this particular video, we're going to be taking a little bit of a break from the Kendrick Lamar and Drake stuff. I know that's what a lot of people are engaging with. That's what everybody wants to talk about. You go across YouTube, that's what everybody's driving engagement with, and that's dope. And we're going to talk about that. And as new updates and new things come in, we're going to address those things. But in this video, we're going to talk about Roddy Ricch. Okay, he also went viral this week because of this young man who runs this channel called Petro Hunters. I believe that's his last name, but he basically buys out abandoned storages and goes to the units and goes to see what people left behind. Okay, this is a channel that he's been running and looks relatively new. He's got a few episodes up, but it's not like a channel that's been around for like years upon years, where this is like an ongoing reputation that he's got for himself. But this is a growing channel, a growing platform or whatever. And he just so happened to come across an abandoned storage unit that belonged to Roddy Ricch, or at least belonged to Roddy Ricch's assistant, who was holding some things on Roddy Ricch's behalf. Looks like it was some suitcases in there that had a bunch of clothing. It had multiple thousands of dollars worth of clothing. I would probably estimate anywhere between like $5,000 to $8,000 worth of clothing, designer jackets and things of that nature, hats and stuff. Luckily, there was no jewelry or anything that was like of extreme value to Roddy, other than the fact that they found his Grammy. And of course, that's very valuable because that's a lifetime achievement for someone that works in music, to get a Grammy. And of course, he won that Grammy with Nipsey Hussle for the song Racks in the Middle. So I'm sure that has extra sentimental value to know that you won a Grammy with your homie. You know what I'm saying? For everything that y'all have overcome in y'all life, coming out of LA and all of the trials and tribulations that it took for y'all to get there. And then Nipsey's no longer here. That has a lot of value, right? So this guy goes into the unit. He ends up, the suitcases initially were locked. He ends up, cutting one open and prying the other one open so that he could even get to the contents of these locked baggages. And, he's super excited. He's super happy. I can't necessarily be mad at this. Like, when I saw it at first, I'm like, this is bum. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is some bum shit, but I can't necessarily say that it is, right? It's not something that I would do in my life. It's not something that I would, necessarily be proud of if somebody asked me what my profession is, to be like, I go around and buy people's storage units and try to make flips out of them. But it is a side hustle that I'm sure some people out there, make decent money off of, getting, surprise valuables out of people's units. hey, do you? You know what I mean? Some people trade cards. Some people buy. Some people go to fucking garage sales and flip what they find when they get valuable shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the line of a side hustle, and whatever it takes for you to not have to work a regular job. Hey, I get it. You don't want to enslave yourself to the corporate man. Hey, fuck it. But this is where it can rear its ugly head a little bit when you end up coming across something that's owned by a celebrity or somebody of value in the community. And it's like, yo, this is an invasion of privacy. Now, the reason why this storage unit was even abandoned is because it belonged, once again, to Roddy Ricch's assistant. And unfortunately, Roddy's assistant was hospitalized. So therefore, the assistant was not able to keep everything up to date. I guess, anything could have happened. Could have ordered a new bank card. So the last one that was attached to the account may no longer be valid. There's so many things. Maybe they were manually paying the bill rather than putting it on auto pay. There's so many different things that could have happened, especially when a person's in a hospital, not able to make sure that all of their affairs are taken care of on the outside. And unfortunately, this guy just happened to hit the luck of the draw, and he spent $280 to get this locker and made a flip. I'm going to go ahead and play the initial video of him discovering what he found. I'm going to play video of him talking about his encounter with Roddy Ricch, or at least his encounter with somebody who allegedly threatened him after they tried to work it out. We're going to get to Roddy Ricch's response to everything, and then we're going to get to the resolution, because all of this has taken place within just a couple of days. I'm glad that it has been resolved, because I wanted to kind of hold out on the subject until I saw where it was going to go. All right, so let's get to the impetus of this all with this guy. Don't know his name, but the channel's run by the Pietro family. And Pietro Hunters. Okay.
What the heck is this? Roddy Ricch. There's no way this was his freaking Grammy. Oh. Roddy Ricch Grammy? Was this his freaking locker? Did we just find Roddy Ricch's locker? Yo. Oh my god, he didn't leave me anything else, but I don't even know what to say. This is priceless. The recording and covering picture. I just found the Roddy Ricch's storage unit. 5x5, he left me some goodies in here. I guess so, because I don't know. A recording of Roddy Ricch, featured best rap performance with Nipsey Hussle and Hit Boy. 2019. Look at this. Anything else in here? No, that's it. Wow. This was a crazy unit. Crazy unit. $280. We have over like $5,000 in designer clothes. And a Roddy Ricch Grammy. I thought there was going to be something else in that suitcase, but it's alright. Holy, yo. This was the best. Is that one of my favorite units that I got? This is crazy. This is actually crazy. I don't even know what am I gonna do with this? Alright guys, drop in the comments what do you guys think about the storage unit. I'm still speechless, I'm still shaking, I'm still amazed at what was in here. I can't even believe it. I know most of you guys are not gonna believe it. All this is gonna be for sale on my eBay. And look at this, what we found in the other suitcase. Sadly, it wasn't there. I was going crazy. Look at this. Louis Vuitton Nike Air dust bag. The Louis V Air Forces. If they would have been in there, that would have been on another level. But we just got a freaking Grammy, Roddy Ricch. Crazy. I'm still speechless, guys. Wow. Alright, guys. Stay tuned for the next video. I don't even know what else to say. I'm speechless. Holy guys, I'm still speechless. This is actually Roddy Ricch's storage unit. I know he's going to see this, or I don't know. We're going to have to work something out. But it is, because I searched it up, and this suitcase, pretty sure I saw a name. Is it this one? Or was it the other one? Was it this one that I saw a name? No, it's not this one. I literally saw a name somewhere. Yup, right there. That's his name. Let me get this one. You guys see him. Moore, Roderick Jr. Moore, right there. We just got your Grammy. I'm so sorry. I'm holding a freaking Grammy right now. This is the craziest thing I found in the storage unit. No wonder it makes sense, the designer clothing. I couldn't even believe it. This is the craziest thing I found in the storage unit. Wow. Oh my God, this is crazy. Oh my God, you're not sending, bro.
All right, so that's homeboy going through the storage, going through the suitcases, finding the Grammy, talking about the clothing and stuff that he finds. And again, I believe he goes and does this and he makes a flip. This is kind of like low level, a lower level tier of what people do when they find folks' houses in foreclosure and buy them from the bank or buy them from the courthouse and then flip them. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I could get your house for $5,000 because that's what you owe, or you owe $900 on your house. I'm about to buy your house from under you and flip it on the market and shit. You know, some people feel like that's dope, and I understand it from a financial standpoint and you know, taking advantage of the things that are available. But I feel like those are kind of predatory practices, not something that I would do. But hey, we live in a world where there's a lot of different options, and some people take options that we don't see, right? Or we wouldn't necessarily be compelled by. Whatever. So now Roddy Ricch and his team end up finding out about this, of course, because who's going to find a Roddy Ricch Grammy online, go viral, and Roddy not hear about it? So at this point, he does an update where he speaks on allegedly being threatened over this situation to get the Grammy back. All right. So let's hear what homie has to say at this point.
Alright guys, the update you guys have been waiting for, and to be honest with you, I think it's time. I made this video, I need to clarify things. A lot has been going on these past couple days since I found this. Never did I think it was going to turn into a nightmare. But whatever, let me tell you guys, yes, I got in contact with Roddy Ricch and his assistant. And no, I'm not asking for $1 million for this, none of that. All I wanted was a video of me giving it back to him, or at least a video of him telling me thank you. That's all I want. Clearly that wasn't possible. Guys, this has turned into a nightmare for me having this thing. Threats to me and my family, pictures of my house, my whole full social, all my family is getting affected by this. You guys know that this is what I do for a living. I post videos of what I find in storage units. Did I think this was gonna be in there? No. All I made was a video of me finding this, and that's it. Never was it to disrespect anybody or any of that. I just want to clarify that. You guys know this is what I do for a living. Obviously I don't want anything to do with this anymore. It's affected me and my family. Never did I think that me trying to do something good by giving it back would turn into a nightmare. Clearly I think at the end we got it resolved, and I'm gonna go to the police station today, meet up with, I guess, 2 of his assistants that said that we're gonna pick it up, and that's it. I don't want anything to do with it, nothing anymore. So yeah guys, I'm gonna go to the police station today, give that back, and bye. That's it.
All right. So he's saying that he was allegedly doxxed. His home was put out, family members put out, Social Security stuff put out, which I don't support. I don't think that's cool. I don't know who did that, but you know how these fan bases get. And I talk about this all the time. I'm not into that shit. How people go those extra miles. I think Roddy Ricch and his team were adequate enough to have a conversation, probably multiple conversations with this guy to try to figure out how to make sure that he returns that back to him. Now he says he didn't want any type of money. He didn't want anything except a video of him returning it back to Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch claims that that's cap. Roddy Ricch says that this guy tried to extort him out of $50,000. Well, first he wanted an AP watch. That's what Roddy Ricch says. He says that motherfucker wanted an AP watch, and when I said no, he said, well, give me $50K. Roddy says he was willing to give him somewhere in the margin of $10K. And that contradicts what this young man is saying here on this video, saying that he's distraught, and he didn't want nothing except for an opportunity to film giving it back. I don't know what's real because I wasn't on the conversations. I don't have any audio, but that's what they're saying. So let me go ahead and pull up Roddy Ricch's side of the story to see if we could get a little, three sides to a story. Let's see what this one hitting on. You feel me?
Knowing that when I get down there to the house, it's going to be there, you know what I mean, whatever. So him getting into that accident is how, that shit even got mishandled. Once we received the news that the kid had the Grammy and everything, we get on the phone with him immediately. We found the video at like 1,000 views, called him immediately, you know what I mean, and like offered him something, but he was basically saying like the money we was on ain't shit, you know what I mean? I'm like, bro, I got like 10 bands for you or whatever. He like, man, that ain't shit. I want 50,000. First he asked me for an AP. then he asked for 50,000 and he wasn't, so it never was about, oh, you know what I mean, we're gonna do it on just the strength of trying to get it back to you and all that type of shit. It was more so about a nigga trying to get clout off of it or a nigga trying to basically extort me for $50,000. You know what I'm saying? So, we went through that. He told me to go to sleep and wake up on it, or go to sleep on it, think about it, right? So, and this is something that's sentimental to people from where I come from, you know what I mean? And just, it's sentimental to us, you know what I mean? So for what he's talking about with just people feeling the type of way, he could have got heckled by somebody, I don't know, you know what I mean? And just sending him whatever. People who love Nipsey and who love Roddy, who just, you know what I mean, care a lot about it and want to see that back into my possession. So I don't know what he's talking about with the threats and all that, bro. I got 2 kids, bro. I don't even play, you know what I mean? I just mind my business, All
right, Roddy, we gonna have to call a little bit of cap here. The people that love you and Nipsey around where y'all from, they not regular niggas, man. We ain't talking about no regular aunties and uncles. You understand what I'm saying? We talking about affiliations that can run deep out this motherfucker, man. Niggas that love y'all. Yeah, I can't I'm not putting no allegations on Roddy Ricch, his team, or even nobody from around the way. You feel me? But let's just think about this sensibly. This guy comes up on a Grammy of Roddy Ricch and Nipsey Hussle, right? He shows it on YouTube. They catch it. He says they caught it at 1,000 views. The video only got about 6,000 on YouTube, but it's gone viral on other platforms. So they find out about it. They find a way to get in contact with him. They start trying to figure out how to give it back. He said he was willing to put up 10 bands, right? And I think he wanted the clothes back because it looked like those little suitcases were probably merchandise that was given to them from a stylist for like, it was a lot of stuff. So maybe not just a music video, but maybe for like some tour dates, some spot dates, not a full tour, but it looked like he might have been doing some spot dates with them hats and them or music videos. You know what I'm saying? One or the other. So that stuff probably still needs to be returned. That stuff still had tags on it, which I would assume he wore, kept the tags on, and that stuff needed to be sent back. But furthermore, you got this Grammy, y'all contact him. He's trying to extort y'all. He's saying that y'all money ain't enough. He want 50K. He want an AP watch and all this type of stuff. I can see niggas getting frustrated and saying, hey, man, we might have to handle this motherfucker, man. We might have to do something to this little motherfucker. I'm not saying that that's what they did. I'm just saying a nigga in that position might feel that way. Right? So I can see if there was some tension, especially when I'm giving you an offer for 10K, which is more than what you put in. You spent $280. You gonna walk away with 10 bands, which is really about the value that you're gonna get if you were to sell the clothes, really less than that on resale market. Right? So you still coming up. It's gonna fund enough for you to go buy another bunch of storage lockers, which since that's your thing. So that was upside. But it wasn't enough because it was Roddy Ricch. So they said, man, we might have to handle this little motherfucker, man. Hey, man, So I could see that. And if Roddy Ricch and his assistant didn't come out their mouth and send any threats at him, then there's plausible deniability to say, hey, I don't know who contacted you. Niggas trying to intimidate you, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I got 2 kids, baby. It's all love, but it's a lot of people that love me and Nipsey, especially Nipsey. One of our fallen heroes. You can't really play around with that. Shit, word get around. It could get a little uncomfortable out for you out in these streets, but that ain't on the strength of me, baby. You just stepped into the wrong dog shit. Now you gotta clean up your shoes, but I ain't do it. So I ain't even mad at it. Roddy played the shit cool, but I could, just from a realistic perspective, I could see how homeboy started feeling a little some type of way when shit got a little hectic. You know, the air got a little thick on his neck for a second. I'm gonna let Roddy continue.
So I don't know what he's talking about with that, but you know, the main thing was just trying to get it back, right? So boom, we come to an agreement of, all right, well, we'll meet you here and get a Grammy back or whatever. So we was like, you know what, since you're bringing it back, we're going to give you some money. You know what I mean? We're going to give you some money for that. Yeah, y'all worried about the 2 kids. We're going to give you some money for that. So we was like, shit, bring the clothes too, and we'll throw you some money. You know what I mean? And when he ended up coming to the police station that we met up at, he had 2 cops, 3 niggas with cameras trying to create a moment out of it. And it just was that the whole situation put a bad taste in everybody on the team mouth. It put a bad taste in everybody's mouth. So everybody just wanted to get the situation done with, wanted to pull up, get the Grammy, you know what I mean? And maybe take care of him if he wanted to be cool, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't pull up with anything, which was confusing to bro that pulled up. And you know, so that's why he asked him the question about the clothes and shit. And you know, and that was that, bro. You know, definitely on my behalf, it was a mistake just not being more on my business and making sure that everything was locked up and taken care of. But like I said, it wasn't nothing on like, oh, we just throwing shit away or moving around, bro. That Grammy means so much to me, bro. I recorded it when I did Kanye Donda, bro. I record right next to that motherfucker. When I do my albums, I record right next to that motherfucker. So, yes, I look fucked up, man. I'm working on this album. You know what I mean? I don't cut my hair when I'm working on albums. But, you know, that's the reason why I had it with me, moving around with me. And, you know, it just, you know, I'm glad it's back. You know what I mean? I'm glad he found it in his heart to give it back and, you know, do all that. But, you know, I just need to do away with the accusations of, you know, us doing anything bad or being bad people, bro. We send love to everybody. And, you know, we just want everybody to be at peace, and we love.
No doubt, no doubt. Well said by Roddy Ricch. You know, excellent way of handling that. I couldn't have put better words in his mouth for that motherfucker, man. Bravo. But you know, on a separate note, shout out to motherfucking Jay-Z, man. Got all these niggas going in the studio, growing they shit out during album mode, man. Ain't no time to look cute during album mode, man. I'm letting my shit grow out, man. Till we finish up. We working. Job's not done. Job's not finished. Job finished? No? Okay then. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick, another nigga, you know, he introduced that around, what's the name? To Pimp a Butterfly era. Niggas like, damn, you getting dreads, braids? What it is? He said, I'm just working. It's really, hey, how it grow is how it grow. I'm working. And, you know, that's one of them things that Jay-Z gave us because during the recording of Blueprint 3, he was actually out here making appearances, doing music videos and all of that type of shit. And we actually, for the first time, had really seen Jay-Z grow his hair out because we were so used to him having that low Caesar. And folks were like, yo, what the fuck going on, Brody? What's good? What's good? And he said, hey, I'm not cutting my hair till I finish the album. That's how I do it. Now, I don't know if that's how he did it on previous albums, because every studio footage I seen, he had that motherfucking dark Caesar. But maybe that was something he employed for that particular album. Or, you know, them other times he say, hey, turn the TV off, bitch. Turn the TV off. But at that point, he became a little bit more comfortable doing that. But shout out to Roddy Ricch. He's got his Grammy back. Didn't get the clothes back. Looks like Petro Hunters is out releasing more content. They're going and buying out more storages. All is well that ends well. Everybody's going back to their regularly scheduled programming. But yeah, boy, Petro or whatever, yo ass definitely you made the right move, buddy. If you out there in LA, goddamn raiding storages and shit, yeah, I'm glad you gave it back. Because niggas was going to play Room Raiders with your ass out there. It might have played Tomb Raider, you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you're safe. Okay? Let me know what y'all... Hold on, let me get the fuck up out this corner. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. If you want to join us over there on Patreon, it will be in the pinned comment. Much love and respect. Y'all have a wonderful, bountiful, plentiful night. Eat well. Love on your family. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right? Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.